Hey everybody, my name is Scott Keeble and I am the pastor of Copper Creek Church, which under normal circumstances meets in the Y on Sunday mornings. Hey, I don't know about you, but I am discovering that I'm having kind of a tough time dealing with all of this coronavirus crisis news. It seems like it gets a little worse every day, and I'm fine physically, but I'm realizing that I'm kind of having a tough time emotionally. I'm frustrated by all of this stuff, and maybe you are too. But here's the thing. I don't want to stay there. Don't want to stay in that place. So today I just thought maybe I could offer a few thoughts, some things I've been thinking about to try to help keep from falling too far into the heaviness of all of this shelter in place stuff that we're dealing with. So first, a quick story. Back in the 1600s, a plague swept through Germany. And in one particularly hard-hit town, there was a Lutheran minister named Martin Ringkart, and his town was just absolutely devastated by this plague. At one point, he finds himself as the only minister left in town. All the rest of them have either died or fled, and he's alone caring for all of the people that are struggling through life with this plague sweeping through. At one point, he found himself conducting as many as 40 or 50 funerals in a day, even his own wife's funeral. Now, the remarkable thing to me is that in the middle of all of this absolute devastation, Martin Ringkart found the time and the will and the heart to write a remarkable hymn, this old song called "Now Thank We All Our God." Now, I'll be honest, somebody mentioned this hymn to me yesterday, and I literally rolled my eyes. Thankful? I'm not thankful. I don't want to be thankful. I'm kind of mad. So if you feel that way, I get it, but humor me, if you will, and just listen to the words of this old hymn. Now thank we all our gods, with hearts and hands and voices, who wondrous things has done, in whom the world rejoices, who from our mother's arms has blessed us on our way with countless gifts of love, and still is ours today. Did you catch that line? With countless gifts of love. I mean, this guy was surrounded by death and disease and loss and grief. And still, somehow, he found the way to write those words. He still saw all around him countless gifts of love. And that's what got me. That's what poked through the heaviness that I was feeling and really gave me some new lenses to kind of look at the world through. Have you thought about that idea that all around you, even in the midst of all of this craziness that we're dealing with, there's still countless gifts of love all around you? Maybe one of the best things we can do in terms of our own spiritual well-being is just to learn how to look for those things, to learn how to look for the gifts of love around us. I mean, have you noticed the grass is turning green outside? The flowers are poking up through the mulch on this big tree outside my window. All of the buds are popping open. Life is returning after the long winter. I got to sleep in this morning. All of a sudden, I've got time to do things like a video chat with people I haven't seen in years, and I don't really have any other choice except to slow down a little and breathe a little. We're spending so much time with our dog here at home that we accidentally seems to have taught him to fetch. We're playing board games after dinner, and I sit out on our front porch and I watch. There's more people walking around our neighborhood than I've ever seen before, and they're all at least 6 feet apart. There's really a lot of good going on. There's a lot of good gifts in the world around us. And don't get me wrong, none of this makes everything good. Doesn't make it all better. It just means that there is some good. There's almost always some good to be found, even in the worst moments. And I just want to leave you with that as a bit of a challenge this week. Go and look for the countless gifts of love around you. Maybe start a gratitude journal and take some time each day to make a list of things that you're grateful for. Maybe every time you watch the news and see something that sounds like bad news, take the time to follow that up with coming up with 3 things in your life that are a gift. Maybe before you eat each meal, take the time to start that time of sitting down and enjoying food, hopefully with somebody in your family, or even if you're on your own. Make a list of some things that you can be thankful for. Because we are, even now, surrounded by countless gifts of love. May you see those gifts, and may that change the way you feel this day and each day. Go in peace. Be well. Bye.